You don't know why, but you've felt it for days now. Maybe weeks. A shift. Something invisible but undeniable, like the air thickening before a storm. You tell yourself it's just the moon, or maybe the change in seasons, but deep down, you know better. You're a Pisces. You've always felt things before they happen, sensed the weight of what's coming before the world even whispers it. Right now, as you sit here reading these words, your chest might feel a little tight. Not from fear, but from anticipation. From the strange certainty that you are standing at the very edge of something. Not an ending. Not a beginning. Something in between, where the old and the new are still tangled, still breathing together, and you're the only one who can unravel them. You've been through a lot. Don't pretend you haven't. The last year, maybe longer, has been a quiet kind of war. One where the battles were fought inside you, in the spaces no one else sees. You've given too much of your energy, your dreams, your trust. You've let people stand in the rain with you, but some of them didn't even bring an umbrella. And you've been drowning in the guilt of knowing you let them stay. But listen to me carefully. That chapter? It's closing. Not with a slam, not with fireworks, but with a soft, inevitable click, like a door latching shut in the middle of the night. You might not have noticed it yet. You might still be looking over your shoulder, waiting for the past to catch up. But it won't. You are already moving forward, even if it feels like you're still standing still. This new chapter isn't just about change. It's about power. The kind of power that doesn't roar or demand attention. The quiet, unshakable kind. The kind that comes from finally understanding your worth, not because someone told you, but because you felt it in your bones. You are entering a phase where the universe begins to mirror back the love and clarity you've been giving away. And I need you to trust what you're about to feel. Comment ready if this resonates. Because I know it does. I can feel it in the way your energy is shifting as you read this. You're starting to remember who you were before the world told you to be smaller. You're remembering the dreams you buried, the risks you didn't take, the conversations you were too afraid to start. And something inside you is waking up. Something that knows it's time. There's a particular restlessness in your sign right now. Like you're waiting for a sign, but you don't even know what the sign looks like. You want to run toward something, but you're not sure where to aim. And that's okay. In fact, that's exactly where you need to be. Because right now, the universe is aligning a series of events that don't make sense yet. But they will. So, you've been carrying a weight that isn't yours. A story you didn't write. A narrative about yourself that was handed to you by someone who didn't see your depth. And you've been repeating it, letting it define your choices, your relationships, your sense of safety. But that story is about to dissolve. Not because you try to erase it, but because a stronger truth is emerging. A truth that has been waiting in the quiet, patient corners of your soul. If you felt like you've been walking through fog, unable to see more than a step ahead, that's by design. The fog is thinning now. You're about to glimpse a version of your life that you've only dared to imagine in your private moments. Moments when no one was watching. Moments when you allowed yourself to dream without apology. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because every single day this week will carry a message meant just for you. And I don't say that lightly. The stars are not random right now. They are speaking directly to your heart, and I'm just the translator. Right now, I want you to breathe deeply. Let your shoulders drop. Let your jaw unclench. Because the energy you're stepping into requires you to be open. Not guarded. Not armored. Open. Like water. Like the ocean you were born from. You are not fragile, Pisces. You are fluid. And fluid can move around anything. It can carve canyons over time. It can reshape the hardest stone. So why are you still holding on to what no longer fits? Why are you still apologizing for wanting more? Why are you still waiting for permission to become the person you've always known you were meant to be? You don't have to answer now. Just sit with those questions. Let them settle into your bones. Because in this new chapter, the answers won't come from your head. They'll come from that quiet, knowing place inside you. The one that's been whispering your whole life. The one you've learned to ignore. And it's time to listen. Something important is about to happen. And you're not just ready for it. You are the one it's been waiting for. The air around you is shifting. You can feel it, can't you, Pisces? That strange stillness before a storm. That electric pause in the conversation. Someone close to you is carrying something heavy, a truth they haven't spoken aloud. And you sense it. You always sense it. But this time, it's different. This time, the silence isn't just uncomfortable. It's deliberate. They are hiding from you. Not out of malice, but out of fear. Fear of what will change when the words finally leave their lips. And you've been patient. You've been the understanding one, the one who gives space, who doesn't push. But deep inside, a part of you is tired of waiting for the truth to surface on its own. You deserve clarity. You deserve to know what's been living in the shadows between you. There's a karmic thread weaving through this moment, Pisces. This isn't just a random encounter or a fleeting connection. This person, this situation, it carries the weight of unfinished business from another time. Maybe from this lifetime, maybe from something older, something your soul remembers but your mind has tried to bury. You've been drawn to them for reasons you can't fully explain. A magnetic pull that feels both familiar and unsettling. And now, the universe is pulling back the curtain. What was once hidden is beginning to stir. You are about to see the truth behind the eyes that have looked at you with uncertainty. And when you do, nothing will be the same. Comment ready if this resonates, Pisces. Because this is the moment your intuition has been sharpening itself for. You've walked through fog for so long, mistaking comfort for connection, mistaking familiarity for destiny. But this chapter is different. This chapter demands that you stop ignoring the signs. That someone is not being fully honest with you. Maybe it's about their feelings. Maybe it's about a decision they've already made but haven't told you about. Maybe it's about something they've done that they know would change how you see them. And you've been picking up on the inconsistencies. The words that don't quite match the energy. The moments they pull away just when you lean in. You've rationalized it. You've told yourself you're overthinking. You've blamed your own sensitivity. But your sensitivity is your superpower, Pisces. It's not a flaw. It's a compass. And right now, it's pointing you directly towards something that has been buried beneath layers of polite silence. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because this journey is only beginning. And you don't want to miss what's about to be revealed. There is a karmic debt being collected here. Not in a punishing way, but in a way that restores balance. Someone in your orbit owes you the truth. And the universe is about to hand it to you, whether they're ready to give it or not. This is the part of the story where the hidden surfaces. Where the unsaid becomes undeniable. And you may feel a tremor in your chest when it happens. A shock of recognition. A knowing that you've been here before. In another life. In another timeline. With the same lesson waiting for you to finally learn it. The lesson is this: you are not here to absorb other people's secrets. You are not here to carry the weight of what they refuse to express. You are here to honor your own truth, even when it means walking away from someone who was never really standing beside you. The tension is building. You can feel it in your sleep. In the dreams that leave you restless. In the moments of silence that feel louder than any confession. Someone is about to break. Someone is about to let the words fall out, messy and unpolished. And when they do, you will understand why your soul has been on edge. Why you felt a strange mix of anticipation and dread. Because this truth will not just change the relationship. It will change the way you see the entire past. Every moment you thought was real will be re-examined. Every gesture you thought was love will be questioned. And you will have to decide whether the truth sets you free, or whether it locks you into a new kind of cage. You are not fragile, Pisces. You are fluid. And fluid can move around anything. But right now, you are being asked to stand still. To wait. To let the hidden truths rise to the surface like bubbles in deep water. Do not rush this process. Do not force the confession. The timing is being orchestrated by forces larger than your patience. Trust that the reveal is coming at exactly the right moment. The moment when you are strong enough to hear it without shattering. The moment when you are ready to choose yourself, no matter what the truth looks like. Something important is about to happen. And you are the one it's been waiting for. The question is, will you be ready when the fog finally lifts? And then, just when you thought the waiting would break you, something shifts inside your chest. It's not loud. It's not dramatic. It's a quiet, undeniable realignment. You wake up one morning and the heaviness isn't gone, but it's different. It's no longer a weight pressing down on you. It's a pressure building beneath you, like the deep ocean current that pulls you toward unseen shores. This is the moment your power begins to turn inward. This is the chapter where you stop surviving the emotional tides and start commanding them. You have been so focused on what others are hiding from you that you forgot to ask yourself what you have been hiding from you. The truth that rises now is not just about someone else's betrayal or revelation. It is about the part of you that has been waiting for permission to become who you truly are. You are not just entering a new chapter, Pisces. You are becoming a new author. The pen is in your hand, and the ink is made of every tear you have refused to cry, every boundary you have been afraid to set, every dream you have whispered to yourself in the dark. This is your personal power shift, and it will not ask for your permission. It will simply arrive, and you will be forced to rise. You might feel a strange restlessness in your body, a tingling in your spine, a sudden urge to break routines, to delete old contacts, to walk away from conversations that once drained you. Do not ignore these impulses. They are not random. They are the signal that your soul is reorienting itself toward a magnetic north that only you can feel. The people who knew the old you will not understand this version of you. They will call it a phase, a mood, a withdrawal. But you will know better. You are not withdrawing. You are recharging. You are incubating a version of yourself that does not apologize for taking up space. This glow-up is not about surface changes. It is not about new clothes or a fresh haircut, though those may follow naturally. This glow-up is about the way your eyes look when you finally stop looking for validation in other people's faces. You will catch your reflection and see someone you almost don't recognize. Someone calm. Someone centered. Someone who knows that their worth is not up for debate. You are shedding the skin of people-pleasing, Pisces. You are molting the old self that confused love with sacrifice. And it will feel like grief for a moment, because you are leaving behind a version of you that you once needed to survive. But that version has served its purpose. Now you become the one who thrives. There is a quiet war happening inside you, and you are winning it by simply refusing to fight the battles that do not belong to you. You are learning to save your emotional energy for the things that matter, the moments that fill you, the people who see you without needing you to perform. And as you step into this new chapter, you will notice that the universe begins to respond to your new frequency. Opportunities appear that were once invisible. People who once overlooked you suddenly seem drawn to your orbit. This is not coincidence. This is alignment. You are vibrating at a level that demands a different kind of reality, and everything that cannot match your new frequency will fall away. You might feel a pang of loneliness as the old connections fade. That is natural. But do not mistake loneliness for emptiness. Sometimes, the space around you is simply the room you need to grow into your full height. You are not being abandoned. You are being cleared. The people who are meant to walk with you in this new chapter will find you, not because you chased them, but because your light became too bright to miss. And when they arrive, you will recognize them by the way they make you feel safe enough to be completely, unapologetically yourself. Comment ready if you feel this shift starting. Let this moment be the one where you claim your power out loud. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because you are not walking this path alone. The stars are watching, and they are proud of the person you are becoming. Your intuition is sharpening now. You will start to know things before they happen. You will feel the truth in a room before anyone speaks. Do not doubt these whispers. They are the new navigation system of your soul. Trust them. Follow them. They will guide you through the fog that once confused you. And soon, you will realize that the waiting was not punishment. It was preparation. You were not stuck. You were gathering momentum. And now, that momentum is about to carry you into something you have only dared to dream of. Something important is about to happen. And this time, you are not waiting for it. You are becoming it. You feel it now, don't you? That strange, electric hum in the air around you, like the world is holding its breath. It is not your imagination. The stars are aligning in a way that hasn't happened for over a decade, and their energy is pressing against the edges of your reality. You wake up feeling like something is just out of reach, like a name on the tip of your tongue that you cannot quite speak. This is not anxiety. This is arrival. The moment you have been unknowingly preparing for is finally pulling into existence. Your phone feels heavy tonight. Your heart knows before your mind does. Someone is about to reach out. A message, a call, a truth that has been hiding in plain sight is about to surface. You can sense the weight of it, can't you? It sits in your chest like a locked door that is beginning to creak open. Comment ready if this resonates, because this is not coincidence. This is destiny knocking. The tension you feel is not weakness. It is the pressure of a sealed envelope being torn open. There is a conversation coming that will rearrange everything you thought you knew. Perhaps it is someone from your past who disappeared without closure. Perhaps it is a voice you have been avoiding because hearing it would mean admitting you were right all along. Your intuition has already shown you glimpses of this moment. You have seen it in your dreams, felt it in sudden flashes of déjà vu. Do not ignore the signs. A song that keeps playing at the wrong time. A name that keeps appearing in unexpected places. A feeling that someone is thinking of you so intensely that it wakes you from sleep. This is not random. This is the universe sending you a signal. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because you are not alone in navigating the invisible currents that are rising now. But here is what you must understand, Pisces. The truth that is coming will not be gentle. It will arrive with the force of a wave that has been building for months, years, even lifetimes. You may feel your stomach drop when you see the name on your screen. You may tremble when you hear the voice you thought you had forgotten. Do not run from this discomfort. It is the sacred pain of a wound that is finally being cleansed. You have carried too much silence. You have swallowed too many words that deserve to be spoken. This moment is your permission to stop caring. Everything you have been holding inside will finally have a place to land. You are not being punished by this tension. You are being honored with a clarity that only the brave can receive. Something important is about to happen, and it will demand that you stand in your truth without apology. Pay attention to the timing. The next 48 hours are charged with a rare planetary alignment that favors sudden revelations. You might be driving when the message comes. You might be lying in bed, staring at the ceiling, when your phone buzzes with a vibration that feels like a heartbeat. Do not distract yourself from this moment. Turn off the noise. Sit in the stillness. Let the anticipation build until it becomes unbearable, because that unbearable feeling is the breaking point of the old story. You have been waiting for permission to move on, to forgive, to speak your truth. That permission is arriving now. It will arrive in the form of a sentence that changes everything. A confession, an apology, an admission, a truth you have always known but never heard aloud. Comment surrender if you are ready to receive what is coming. Your guides are standing closer to you tonight than they have in years. They are whispering in the language of chills and sudden knowing. When you feel that shiver run down your spine, do not dismiss it. That is the confirmation. That is the yes from the universe. Someone is about to say the words you have been longing to hear, or perhaps the words you have been terrified to hear. Either way, it is the beginning of your freedom. The fog that has surrounded your heart is thinning. You are about to see clearly. And in that clarity, you will find the strength to choose yourself, even if the truth is hard. Even if the message stings. Even if the call brings tears. You are ready for this. You were born for this. The stars did not bring you this far to abandon you at the threshold. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because the chapter that is closing is not your ending. It is your becoming. The next few days will feel like walking through a doorway you cannot see yet, but you will feel the warmth on the other side. You will sense the shift in your own energy. The weight you have been carrying will begin to lift, not because the situation changes overnight, but because you finally understand why you had to wait. You were never being delayed. You were being protected until this exact moment. And now that the moment is here, you will recognize it with every cell of your being. Listen for the knock. Watch for the name. Trust the feeling that will not leave you alone. Something important is about to happen, and you are not just a witness to it. You are the reason it is happening. You are the one who has been calling it forward with every prayer you whispered in the dark. The answer is coming. And when it arrives, you will finally know that you were never lost. You were always exactly where you needed to be. And now, here you are, standing in the light of everything you have been waiting for. The chapter that once felt like a distant whisper has become a living, breathing reality around you. You can feel it in the way your mornings feel lighter, in the way your heart no longer races with anxiety but with quiet expectation. Something has fundamentally shifted inside you, and the world is beginning to mirror it back. This is the resolution you were always meant to find. Not a perfect ending, but a sacred beginning. Not a finish line, but a doorway that swings open the moment you stop trying to force it. You are entering a powerful new chapter, Pisces. And the most beautiful part is that you do not have to prove anything to anyone anymore. The waiting, the questioning, the sleepless nights spent wondering if you were good enough, all of that has served its purpose. It has carved out a space inside you that can now hold both your dreams and your doubts without letting either one define you. You are no longer the person who needs validation from the outside. You are the person who knows, deep in your bones, that the validation was always yours to give yourself. Comment ready if this truth is settling into your heart right now. The relationships that once confused you are now becoming clear. Some are deepening, growing roots that reach into the soil of something eternal. Others are fading not because anyone failed, but because your frequency has risen beyond their capacity to meet you. And that is not a loss. That is a refining fire. You are being surrounded by souls who can see you, truly see you, without needing you to shrink or perform. The ones who stay are the ones who recognize your worth without you having to spell it out. The ones who leave are making room for the kind of love that does not require explanation. Your intuition, which has always been your secret weapon, is now becoming your compass in ways you never imagined. You are not second-guessing the nudges anymore. You are following them without hesitation, even when the logic does not immediately align. And every time you trust that inner voice, the universe rewards you with a confirmation, a synchronicity, a message, a face in the crowd that reminds you you are on the right path. You are learning that your sensitivity was never a weakness. It was your superpower, finely tuned through every heartache and every dream you dared to hold on to. Subscribe to Zodiac Whisper for daily guidance, because this is only the beginning of what your soul is ready to reveal. The financial or creative block that has been testing your patience is finally breaking open. You are seeing opportunities where there were once only obstacles. You are attracting resources, people, and ideas that align with the highest version of yourself. And the most surprising part is how naturally it is all flowing. You are not forcing anything. You are simply showing up, doing the work, and letting the universe meet you halfway. The abundance you are stepping into is not just about money or success. It is about the freedom to live authentically, to choose peace over chaos, to say yes to what lights you up and no to what drains you. Your body is catching up to your spirit. The tension in your shoulders is releasing. The exhaustion that once felt permanent is being replaced by a steady, grounding energy. You are sleeping deeper, waking clearer, and moving through your days with a sense of purpose that was hidden beneath the fog. You are finally home in your own skin. And from this place of alignment, you are able to give to others without depleting yourself. Your kindness is no longer a means of survival. It is a choice. And that changes everything. There is a quiet confidence rising in you, Pisces. The kind that does not need to announce itself. The kind that walks into a room and changes the atmosphere without a word. People are beginning to notice. They are drawn to the glow you are radiating, the peace that surrounds you like a protective field. And while you appreciate the recognition, you no longer need it to feel whole. You have found your worth in the stillness, in the moments when no one is watching, in the conversations you have with your own soul when the world goes quiet. This new chapter is not about becoming someone else. It is about remembering who you have always been beneath the layers of expectation and fear. You are the dreamer who learned to build. The believer who learned to trust herself. The one who walked through the fire and emerged not burned, but transformed. Every scar is now a story of survival. Every tear is now a seed planted in fertile ground. And the harvest is coming. Not in some distant future. But right now, in this very moment, as you breathe in the truth of who you are becoming. You are exactly where you need to be, and you are ready for everything that is about to unfold.